Well, hello, good people. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Blue Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. I hope everybody's had a great day. I know a lot of people are going to be on the road tomorrow, so be careful, arrive alive. The police are out like crazy. We have had monsoon-type rains happening today. It's been crazy. I think we got 3 inches of rain today. We have the Dallas Cowboys and the Washington Commanders. You know, this game is huge. To me, I said this last week or the week before, that from here on out, every week is a playoff game. It's a game we need to win, flat out. I don't know where we're going to end up as far as the playoff picture goes. The Eagles have taken care of business. You know, say what you will about them. They find ways to win when they're playing like ass. And that's what you have to do as an NFL team. But I've also said that you have 17 opportunities to prove that you can be one of those teams that can go into the playoffs and have an opportunity to go for the Super Bowl. Now, I've made a whole lot about comparison to what the Green Bay Packers were of 2010. They were the 6th seed in the NFL. They were 10 and 6. They had 4 really good receivers. They had running back by committee. Their leading running back had only 700 and some yards. You had 4 really good wide receivers, a mix of old and some young guys. Guys like Greg Jennings and Donald Driver and Jordy Nelson. I'm trying to think who the other one was. Finley was a tight end. And they used all of these weapons. Aaron Rodgers wasn't like 50 touchdown passes. He was actually 28 touchdown passes and 11 interceptions. They played great defense. And that's what got them to the Super Bowl. They went on the road to Philly, beat them. Went on the road to Atlanta, beat them. Went on the road to the Bears, beat them. Went to Dallas in the Super Bowl and won. Now for me, the luster has been gone for a long time in the Cowboys versus Washington rivalry. I'm not even sure it's a rivalry anymore. Something happened to the Commanders when they moved to FedEx Field, when Dan Snyder took them over. Sorry, it's late. It's about 11:30 and I'm going crazy here working. Something happened with Dan Snyder. That team just became the absolute positive worst. You look at the number of quarterbacks. You know, we're always talking about how much we'd like to go ahead and get rid of Dak. Man, the Commanders would have killed to have Dak. They literally have averaged a quarterback a year for the last 30 years. It's insane how bad it's been. But for me growing up, the reason I am a Dallas Cowboy fan is, and you call me a bandwagon fan, and I got no problems you calling me a bandwagon fan, because I got onto my dad's bandwagon. Say, as a little kid, I wanted to be like my dad. I can remember sitting on the couch, watching TV. TV is only about this big. The cabinet was wood and about this big. But I remember sitting on the couch watching TV, not understanding what I'm watching. But I knew my dad was cheering on for the Cowboys. So learning everything in life from what's around you in your environment, I learned that was right. Go Cowboys. That's what I'm supposed to be. Now, I don't know what happened to my brother Greg. Now, Greg was a partier, so maybe he wasn't around enough to let the cowboy in my dad sink into him. But I always wanted to be like my dad. If you look around at my man cave, you'll see, a few pieces that are really old. They're my dad's. And I treasure every one of them. Because, see, there was something about Dallas, Washington week. See, football is so different from what we have now. You know, this, illegal contact. Man, wide receivers get molested going down the field when they illegal contact. Unnecessary roughness on the quarterback. Seriously? No such thing. And free agency really didn't exist. Players were on their team for their careers. Players were loyal to their organization and their teammates. They didn't work out in the off season, down in Jacksonville or Miami and stuff with guys on other teams. They hated each other. And this was no more evident than the Cowboys versus the Washington Redskins. That's right, I said it. George Allen looking for an edge made the Cowboys out to be the bad guys. George Allen, they say, wanted to go to midfield and fight Tom Landry. But when it was Cowboys Washington week, that whole week, it was like it was electric in the air. All my uncles, and friends of my dad and stuff, they're calling to make their bet and everything else. Talk some trash, Cowboys stuck and all this, that, and the other. But when they lost, couldn't find them, bro. You couldn't find them. But when they won, oh my God. See, y'all understand the struggle. My dad took care of my great aunt Mabel. And so she was elderly and lived alone and went up there every day. So you had to answer the phone because it might be Aunt Mabel calling having a problem. It's not like now you can look and get caller ID and you can see who's calling or text messaging. That didn't exist. But that phone would just ring non-stop. Pick up the phone. Where your daddy at? You can tell they smoked a lot of cigars. They got that gravelly voice. Hey, them Cowboys, they took your ass with where your daddy at? Where my money? And see, that was what was great about football. And see, for me, like with Philly 500, I love the trash talking back and forth. It sucks when we lose, but oh, it's so sweet when we win, man. And I miss those days because the Commanders, not that we've done anything of note. The last time the Commanders won a Super Bowl was 91. I think we won 3 since then. But there's something to say about how it used to be back in the day, man. How this was the big game of the year. This is bigger than the Super Bowl was. But now, it ain't shit. Well, I am going to go take my hind parts and get some sleep. Go take me a nice shower. Get up in the morning, do some more work. Start cooking Thanksgiving dinner. And please be safe out there, good people. And remember, tell the people you love them. Because you might not get the chance again. I love you guys. And God willing, I'll see you all tomorrow. Peace out.